All right, good morning, good afternoon, good people. Um, I got a few things I want to put out to you today um, regarding your decision to come to the Philippines. Okay, yeah, the Philippines. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Philippines is a great place. Okay, people are wonderful. Okay, and you're not gonna find a friendlier group of people just about anywhere in Southeast Asia than you're going to find here in the Philippines. Okay, but like you know, if you watch some of my previous videos, you see I'm always giving praise to the Philippine people, okay, et cetera, because I truly have a lot to be thankful for and appreciative of in regards to the Philippines people because their culture, their lifestyle, their way of life uh, has added tremendously to my development as a human being. And that in itself I appreciate. However, I want you to understand something that this is a life that there is no perfection in this life. This life is not perfect, okay? It is not perfect. And the things that happen here in the Philippines is a prime example of that. You can't say that this is a perfect place. This is a utopia. It's I want you to understand that it's not, okay? And I got a lot of pushback, especially from black men, regarding a comment I made about crying babies. And man, listen, I got a comment this morning from a guy who's in the Philippines. He's been in the Philippines. And he told me his story about crying babies. And uh, he told me basically that he was he was with a Filipino. They was living together in his condo. And her little boy cried, not cried, but he said screamed so much until he went out and got her own place because he just absolutely could not take it anymore. Okay? So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this, that there's ups and downs here. Okay? There's ups and downs. You're gonna you're gonna not be in a perfect situation every day. You're not. You're going to have some good times, you're going to have some bad times. Okay? But however, you have to decide, you have to judge whether or not this place is home for you. Okay? And uh, most of the time, I, I'm I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I don't have no complaints. Okay, the majority of the time, the big man don't have no complaints. But there can be occasions that I complain, and you will too. And anyone that think they won't, they're not being realistic because this is not a perfect world. Okay, but we're not living in a perfect world. This is this life. This life is not intended to be perfect. There's always going to be something that's going to be out of our our agreements. We're not going to agree with it, and we're not going to be a happy camper about it. But on the other hand, the Philippines is like a romance with a woman. She can be the most beautiful woman, the best woman in the world, but there's times that you're going to have a disagreement with her. There's times you're going to have falling out with her. There's times there's going to be differences between the two of you. You understand? And that's the same thing with the Philippines. If you stay here long enough, I don't care what nobody say, if you stay here long enough, you're going to find some differences with what you want to accept and what you don't want to accept. That's just human nature, okay? But don't let that deter you from coming to the Philippines. See, here on this channel, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to keep it 100 with you, and I'm going to keep it the way I do. I'm just straightforward, man. You know, I don't play no games. I'm just straightforward. I tell you, just like it IS is. Okay. Now, if that offends some people, I suggest you change the channel, because the big man, he keeps it 100 and he tells it just like it IS is. And I'm going to do that until I don't do this thing no more. You see? And I want you guys to begin to look at different cultures. Look at different cultures and what their practices are, okay? Because when I say different cultures, I mean like the different clans, the different people here in different regions. Because just like you have so many different dialects, man, listen, you got so many different ways that these different clans live and how they express themselves, and everything that they do, and some of them vary vastly. Some of them, there's a giant difference in how they act, how they think, and what they do. Some of it, as a Westerner, can seem very, very backwards. It could seem like, what the F is this? Like, are you serious, good people? That's that's the effect of some of the norms in these clans that you're going to find. They're going to be, if not disagreeable, they're going to cause you to take a a deep look at whether or not this female from this particular place is someone that you can deal with. You see, so me myself, I knew that there were different clans, different ways of life amongst those clans and so forth, but the detail in regards to how they operate, what their differences is, and how you know that affects an individual's lifestyle. Man, this bird messed up my plant, you know. But that's all right, because he's not a bantam. He's what they call a native chicken. And here, the native chicken is like a delicacy, okay? It's like a delicacy that people really love to taste, and they have all these special dishes that they make with the native chicken. And man, come February the 2nd, I'm putting that big baby on a plate, okay? We gonna make some soups, some everything they make with them. We gonna make it, cause he done broke and ate my last plant. I ain't gonna let him do no more. But he might, cause he got till February the 2nd. February the 2nd, that joker going in a pot. And I mean that. Look at my baby here. Now that's a native chicken. So anyhow, good people, know that you gotta make yourself aware of what these different clan cultures are. Myself, I was totally taken by surprise, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no idea, because for one thing, the majority population of Muslims here is Maguindanao. And you saw, I don't know if you saw some of my live yesterday. I had like a thing here in my house, but I left when the people were cleaning up. They're from the Muslim Affairs office in General Santos City. Most of them are officers, and they work there at the Muslim Affairs office, and they're friends of Auntie Boy and family of Auntie Boy. So they had a little thing here last night. They cleaned my yard, and they did something that the big man always wanted, was to have someone cook rice. I don't know if you can see this, but they cook rice on an open fire in a pot. Now there's two negatives to this. One is I gotta clean this wood up, this fire up. And the other is I gotta clean that damn pot because it's black. Okay? But the other thing is cooking rice on an open fire like that. If you haven't had it, I can't begin to explain to you how different the taste is, how good the taste is. If you have had it, then you know it's worth going through cleaning that mess up and cleaning that pot up. You know it's worth it, because the taste is incredible. Okay? Yeah, the taste is incredible. Listen, good people, it's like 6 something in the morning here. I'm in Tumbler. Okay? I got to get over to Kalimpong because I didn't spend the night there last night. So I got to get over to Kalimpong. I know the little girl is up, and she's doing her thing. So I got to get over there, and I'm gonna try to hit you guys up with a live real soon with that little girl, and that's gonna be the last time you guys see or hear anything about my personal family life, because I'm gonna tell you, I learned a lot. I took a beating, but guess what? I'm still ticking. I'm still here. And to be honest with you, the big man is for the better. I'm for the better. You see, I'm for the better. And I'm for the better because I'm appreciative of the fact that I don't have evil people. Like, you see some of them comments? I don't have evil people like that in my life. I don't have people like that around me. I really don't associate with people like that. in real life. I don't associate, but I'm so thankful that I don't have people like that around me. I'm so thankful that the people here in the Philippines is a whole total different breed of people, you see, and that I couldn't imagine them people spewing the nasty, hateful comments. You know, man, do you know how dirty your heart gotta be? If you read some of them, you know how dirty your heart gotta be to say some of the stuff those people said? And to say it about a man that they know nothing about, and a man that's black just like them. Do you know how dirty your heart gotta be? Could you imagine that kind of talk coming out your mouth? It's gotta come from a dirty place. It's gotta come from an evil place, because it, it, it was disgusting, man. And it made me realize, it made me appreciate the type of people that I do have around me, you know, the type of people that, like, if you saw my video, you saw, here's people that's executives, that's big shot people. They're in my yard, sweeping my yard, cleaning my yard, cooking food for me, and I left. I don't know if you watched to the very end of one of those videos, you see the big man on the big black bike. He's gone. I had to take food over to the baby, and I ended up staying longer than I had planned. But nevertheless, I'm appreciative of the people that I have around me. And I want you guys to do the same thing. Be appreciative of the positive people that you have around you. And when you have negative people around you, negative nature, people that's telling you that it's not worth coming to the Philippines, people that's telling you stay away, people that's giving you all kind of excuses and alibis, man, unconnect to those people, okay? Unconnect to those people. Why? Because there's nothing like getting out and looking at what God has created, okay? And to keep yourself locked up in one city, one town, all your life. You see, in the U.S., I got 10 kids. My baby in the U.S. is 34, 35. Man, would you believe I got kids that's been to Greece, Turkey, Egypt? I mean, I got a son and daughter they just didn't put the map on their wrists, okay? They done been to places that I never thought about going, okay? But here's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know if those kids just got it in their DNA, or they looking at their dad and they trying to top their dad, or if they just naturally curious about God's creation. You know, I'm trying to tell you guys, listen, you can do it. You can get up off the couch. You can get out of here. All you got to do is tighten your belt, buy a ticket, and make a plan. And don't worry about people talking about this international insurance. Don't worry about that. You got international insurance. If you believe in God, you got international insurance. Okay? You got it. Trust and believe me, because he gonna take care of you. He'll never walk you in a situation that he can't walk you out of. He'll never do that. And you ain't got to have no goddamn international insurance to do it. Because he didn't bring you here with no international insurance. He didn't tell you to buy it when you was born. You ain't got to have it. All you got to do is have enough nerve, enough guts, enough man in you to get up off the couch and see this world. Whether you come to Philippines, Southeast Asia, whether you go to Africa, Spain, Egypt, don't matter. You can go to Russia if they'll let your ass in there. Just go somewhere, man. I'm trying to tell you. Broaden your horizon. If you don't, you're going to be talking just like those people talking in my comments. The majority of those people ain't been nowhere. The majority of those people is unhappy. Don't be like that. God bless. Take care. Listen, When you help somebody from the bottom of your heart, you're truly what? Helping yourself.